It's not just Anjem Choudary that's getting out of prison. There's dozens of them. Islamist hate preacher Anjem Choudary is being released from prison after serving only half of his prison sentence, and despite the fact that this guy's been preaching hate and extremist Islam for 20 odd years, he's connected to multiple terror attacks. His own disciples have gone on to murder people and even behead people in our own streets. But no, the government doesn't seem to be willing to do anything. They're letting him walk free. They're not accepting that the system's broken and doesn't work. They're letting him out. That's, by the way, that's why I started jailanjem.com. If you've not done it already, please go to jailanjem.com, sign the petition, and consider chipping in as well for our fund, because I want to get, if we can make enough money, billboards in London telling the government that we want to jail Anjem, and I'd love to commission a professional opinion poll to show that the British people want Anjem Choudary in jail. If we can raise enough money, I'll do that, but I need your help. So do please go to jailanjem.com and share it with everyone you know. This is super important. But the message today is, I want people to realise that it's not just Anjem Choudary. No, there's way more to this story. It's more than just Anjem Choudary. In fact, first of all, let's talk about Mizanur Rahman, probably pronouncing his name wrong. He's a 35-year-old disciple of Choudary, who's potentially even more dangerous than he is, amazingly. He was jailed alongside Anjem Choudary, but his work's quite different because he has experience operating secret websites and forums for Islamic radicals, so he's way more tech-savvy than our dear old Anjem. In fact, the Telegraph reports on this, and they said, Rahman from North London was groomed at 17 by Choudary and the exiled hate cleric Omar Bakri Mohammed. He studied under both men. Rahman became a web designer and created secret internet forums for Al-Muhajirun disciples, while was also prolific on social media, including Twitter, under the name Abu Bara. And yet somehow we're meant to believe the authorities and the police when they say that him and his mate Choudary are going to abide by a court order and definitely not reach out to their other extremist mates on the internet. Right? Give me a break. This man's dangerous. He knows how to use the internet. He knows how to go undetected for long periods of time. I don't believe that these people are going to be watched effectively enough to stop them from committing any atrocities or inspiring others to commit atrocities. And it's more than just those two. Way more. In fact, I reported earlier this year that as many as 80 terrorists are being released from prison later this year. Yes, I'm serious. Ben Wallace, the security minister, admitted that dozens of terrorists will be released from prison, but that we shouldn't worry, by the way. Oh, we shouldn't worry, he says, because the Home Office will be monitoring convicted terrorists in an attempt to help disengage them from extremism. I'm sure that's going to go well. The Times reported that more than 40% of sentences for terrorism issued between the years 2007 and 2016 will have ended by the end of 2018. So that means 80 out of 193 convicted terrorists will be released this year. Does that make you feel safe? Does that make you and your family feel safe? Will you be comfortable with your kids going out by themselves, knowing that these terrorists are on our streets, and knowing that there's 20-odd thousand potential terrorists on the streets as well? This is insane. Just think about it. Shouldn't this be the evidence for the government, the evidence that they need, the evidence that slaps them in the face and says, this system doesn't work? Convicted terrorists are going back onto our streets, and over 20,000 potential terrorists are walking our streets right now. And they tell us they're gonna watch these people and try and disengage them from terrorism. Meanwhile, people they've been watching for years are going out committing terrorist atrocities. This has to end. This system doesn't work. The government needs to realise something needs to change, and that's where you come in. I want you to help me. As I say, please go to jailanjem.com. We're taking donations because I want to get a big billboard in central London. If we can raise enough money, I'll do that, I promise. But we need to raise the money. So if no matter what you can chip in, or if you can't, please share. Please share the link, jailanjem.com, sign the petition, share with all your friends. I will do my best to get a billboard out there. We'll commission a public opinion poll to prove to the government and prove to the mainstream media that the British people want Anjem to go away for good. Regardless of political opinion, people want this man off our streets. I want to prove that. I want to get billboards out on the streets. I want to be a thorn in the side of the government, reminding them we want this man locked up along with all his mates. And I will take that petition to number 10 on behalf of you. So please go to jailanjem.com and let's lock up these monsters. If you want to see more from me and the rest of the Rebel team, remember to like and subscribe.